So you want to know how I plan an entire week's worth of content for 3 different platforms, both long form and short form, in one singular day while being a toddler mom and working full time and doing content creation in UGC. I'm going to show you my entire process. We're filming this video, obviously, and then we're also going to film all of my short form stuff and put it together for the week so that I don't have to think about it when it comes time to post and it's just ready to go. And there's a lot of tools that I use to make this possible, especially as a busy mom. So let's talk about the planning, because I don't just show up and wing it. That is not my style. I plan all my content in one session. I like to do it for the entire month so that I can just wiggle stuff around if I need to as things come up or whatever. I just like to have a plan for the month. But I usually will set aside some time once a week so that I can really just know what I need to do for the upcoming week. As far as planning goes, I do use Notion. Notion has been a big help to me. It's just a great place to keep everything organized, whether it's my ideas or whatever, but the biggest thing that I've changed recently that has really helped me is using Rella. Rella is amazing because not only can you see everything, you also have an AI assistant, and no, this is not sponsored by Rella. I just really love them. I recently upgraded so that I could have full access to everything on Rella, and I've been loving it so much, so I really just felt compelled to share it. There are so many cool features on Rella. You can schedule your content, you can talk to their AI assistant, whose name is Ella. Me and Ella have quite the relationship, okay? She's really helped me iron out a through line with all the things that I want to talk about, because there's so many different things that I could touch on, and she helps me keep it all together so it doesn't get jumbled and it's still kind of following along on the same track. But not only does she do that, she also tells me what days and times are best to post. She schedules it all for me and she plugs it in the calendar. She puts the captions in there. She does all of that stuff for me so that I don't have to think about it. And she can auto post. So what can't she do? So for the upcoming week, I need a behind the scenes video from some on-site filming that I did. I already have the footage for that. I just need to edit it and put a cover photo on it. I'm going to repurpose this video and pull some clips from it for some shorts coming up about how I batch content. So that's going to be great. I'm going to film a what's in my content creator bag video because I feel like I really have nailed down what I'm bringing so that I'm not overpacking, but I have everything that I need. And I have a really cute clip that I took of me and my son earlier that I want to make into some content for a short form. And that's pretty much it. The only other thing that I want to film separately is my spring beauty refresh, which I will probably film tomorrow. That's going to be another YouTube video outside of this one. I have to completely redo my vanity, and that's going to take me some time. So that's going to be some separate time set aside. And it's something that also just needs to get done around my house. So that's happening. But that's it. I already have 2 of them filmed. So the only thing I have to film today is going to be this video and my what's in my content creator bag video. So super easy to knock out. Literally 2 videos, and that's gonna get me through the entire week. And then tomorrow I'll bust apart my vanity. Something that I do like to do is I like to group similar styles of things together so it makes knocking stuff out easy. So if I know I have to do a couple talking head videos for the week, I will film all of those in one shot. So I'm sitting down talking to camera. I don't have to change my angles. I just have to change my shirt sometimes. Another thing that I will do is I will list out all the B-roll that I need to get so that I have a really solid shot list for the week and I'm not scrambling and going video by video and going back and forth between camera angles and things. I know exactly what I need, and it makes the filming process so much easier. So as far as my filming setup goes, I keep it pretty simple. I'm filming right now on my Sony ZV-E10. It's my current favorite camera that I own. I would like to get some more lenses for it because I think that would be nice, but for now I'm just using the kit lens and it works great. I'm using a really small ring light and a little softbox to the side of it. I have a little tripod that I have my camera on, a light behind me to light up the background, which I'm not obsessed with in its current location, so I might change that up in the future. And I have a little ambiance going on over here, but this may not be my permanent setup, but I do like it for now because it just feels like kind of cozy. I don't know, tell me what you think. You do not even need as much as I have. Natural light is your best friend, so if you have a really bright window and you just want to sit in front of it and talk, that's going to do really well for lighting. And it's free. Your phone is your best friend when it comes to content. You can film so much on your phone and edit right in CapCut. Super easy, and it's already basically attached to you 24/7, so that's not hard to do. My tripod was $15, $20 on Amazon. A mic is really helpful too, so another maybe 15 bucks, but you can get all this stuff on Amazon and you don't have to go nuts. The most important thing is being consistent, so do that, and then you can upgrade later. Like I said, I'm setting everything up at once, so all my talking head videos I'm knocking out first so I don't have to set this up a million times and turn on all my lights and do all the things. Right now, my son is outside with his dad playing, and I've got some time to sit down and film. So I plan around when I'm able to do that because as a mom, I have a million things going on. 99% of the time I'm entertaining him. So If I am not entertaining him and my husband's home from work, then he can go play outside for a little bit and I can come and do what I need to do. So just blocking out that time where you can actually spend the time and really focus is great if you just have a couple of hours. I start with the content that is the most amount of energy. So usually my talking heads take up the most amount of energy because I'm sitting here yapping away. I do not aim for perfection. I just sit here and I talk, and if I mess up, I just keep it rolling. I can cut it out later. It's not a big deal. I just get through it and then I edit it later. And sometimes those little clips of you messing up end up being funny little bloopers, and sometimes I keep them in. So don't be afraid to just be yourself and just talk like you normally talk. Something really smart to do is to put your phone on Do Not Disturb so that you are not having distractions while you are trying to film content, because that is the biggest time suck. You just get stuck in a doom scroll sometimes. You know, one person will text you and then you flip open Instagram because you got a notification, and then 20 minutes later you're like, oh shoot, I was supposed to be filming this whole time, and you wasted 20 minutes. So put your phone on Do Not Disturb. It really helps. Have some water nearby or some kind of a beverage, because if you're talking to the camera like this, your mouth is going to get dry. You need to stay hydrated while you're filming for sure, because it's inevitable. Another one, change your clothes. Don't wear the same outfit in every single piece of content that you're gonna post for the week, because if you do that, you're just gonna look repetitive if you don't change clothes. Sometimes people are gonna know that you're batching content, and we don't want them to know. They don't need to know that. You don't have to do it for every single video, but like 1 or 2 shirt changes for the week is pretty good. But if you're posting the same outfit 7 days a week, people are gonna be like, does she own any other clothes? Also, stuff happens, so be flexible. Like if my son is playing outside and he falls and scrapes his knee and he needs his mommy, like that's gonna interrupt me every time, and for good reason. You just gotta roll with the punches. So sometimes it doesn't work out when you try to sit down and batch content, and it's fine. This is why planning ahead is really important, because you can bucket out time, but things can still go wrong. Once your filming is done, you organize everything before you forget what you did. Organizing it is the most important thing, because you are going to forget if you wait to do this. So I like to just dump it all immediately so that I know where everything's supposed to go. So what I usually do is I'll make separate folders for each video that I'm creating for the week, and then I will dump the proper clips in there so that I don't have to go hunting for them. And then I can dump it into CapCut later if I need to, or whatever editing platform you're using. If you have time to edit it right away, that's amazing. I try to do that because usually it doesn't take that long to edit a couple of videos. I keep my editing pretty simple. I use the same fonts and colors every time because consistency is key. Even with that, you want to have a visual signature. So it's really important that if you're editing, you want to stay on brand with yourself, if that makes sense. But keep the editing simple. You don't have to be creating a Marvel movie. You're doing simple, clean cuts. Sometimes I'm adding captions or little pop-ups here and there with little trending sounds, but don't go nuts. Nobody expects you to be doing that. People want authentic and they want consistent, and that's what's most important. Once I'm done filming everything, I'm uploading it to Rella so that it lives in my content calendar and it can be auto-posted if it's supported. Right now, I can auto post on Instagram and TikTok through Rella. I cannot do it on YouTube, so I can schedule it through YouTube if I'm doing a YouTube video. As far as captions and hashtags go, I usually let Rella take care of that for me because I don't have the time, and if AI is gonna automate it for me, I'm gonna let them do it. Ella knows my voice and my persona, so we've talked about it. She knows what I like, and we're good to go. She can write my captions for me. I don't need to do that. I do tweak them sometimes. I'll add extra stuff in there if I feel like it's valuable, but for the most part, she does all the work. Hashtags, they include those too, but I don't stress about those because I don't think they're that important these days. Long story short, do not overthink your captions or your hashtags. It is not that deep. So that's it. I just spent 2 hours and I knocked out a whole week's worth of content. It's not that hard to do. Here's why it matters, because you're not stressing every single day about what to post. You don't have to remind yourself. You don't have to set an alarm on your phone to post. Rella does that for you. But also, even if you are manually posting your content or scheduling it through Instagram or through YouTube or wherever you're posting to, you don't have to stress about it throughout the week. Oh shoot, I need to think of something and film a video today. We're not doing any of that. It is 2026. We have a plan, we have tools we can utilize, and we're way too busy to be stressing about this every day. And also, we all have lives outside of this. I have other work to do. I want to spend time with my family. There are other things outside of content creation that are more important to me. Creating my content and making sure it's set to go for the week just takes an extra thing off my plate during the week so that I'm not stressing about it. And then when things come up like UGC projects, brand deals, those kinds of things, I have the bandwidth to take that on because I planned ahead. Honestly, batching your content is the best thing you can possibly do as a content creator. If you're not already doing it, I highly suggest it, because even just sitting down and creating a plan is going to help you so much, because you will not be scrambling for content. You don't need to be stuck in your doom scrolling. If you're doom scrolling for hours trying to find content inspiration and you are posting the same lip syncs as everybody else on Instagram, you're not going to stand out anyway. So you're wasting your time. Curate things that feel authentic to you. Yeah, you can mix those things in every now and then if something's really trending and it really resonates with you and what you want to portray to your audience, but don't stress about those things. Curate something for yourself, plan it ahead, and you're going to feel so much better. If you're just starting out, start with just like 2 or 3 videos a week. It's not that hard to do that. You can put that together in like an hour. Like I said, we're not trying to make a Marvel movie here. Over time, you're going to get faster, you're going to get more efficient, and you're going to be able to get to your goals. So if you want to post 4, 5, 6, 7 times a week, you will be able to do that faster and more efficient, because you're going to start practicing with 2 or 3 things at a time. The more you create the habit, the easier it's going to be. Let me know in the comments what questions you guys have about batching content. If there's any part of this process that you want me to break down further, I'm happy to do that. Leave your questions down below in the comments and I will talk to you guys there. If this was helpful, definitely subscribe, because there are a lot more content creator tips coming your way. I also do UGC, so if you're interested in hearing more about that, let me know, because I have a lot to say about UGC. I post videos here about beauty, lifestyle, and content creation every week. So I hope you'll stay, and I'll see you on the next one.